What I think was also useful and at the same time put some pressure on us as the experts were all the expectations in terms of, yes, has the EU made the right decisions, the right choices? Has it implemented the instruments correctly? So we were involved in the midterm evaluation of the EU's external financing instruments, worth a total of over 100 billion euros, including one of the biggest instruments, which is the NDICI-Global Europe instrument. The NDICI is actually the EU's main financing tool for cooperation with partner countries around the world, promoting sustainable development, responding to crises and building partnerships with its own neighborhood, but also beyond in Africa, Asia, Latin America. So it was quite a complex, at the same time very deep, broad and far-reaching evaluation. We carried out a lot of literature review. There was also a lot of stakeholder consultations, deep dives on certain topics or regions. So it was really a big exercise, which really took us a few months to carry out. And it fed into actually some of the EU policy discussions afterwards. So that's really our impact there. We think that the findings have been quite useful in the follow-up work. The Commission has actually published a staff working document in May based on the findings of this midterm evaluation. The Council also adopted Council conclusions based on the findings and insights. So this exercise has really been central in providing future food for thought for the next generation of instruments. For me, I mean, I was coordinating the team of experts, of ECDPMers involved, and there were quite a few of us involved in various work streams. It was really a big exercise, so there was also a lot of learning for me in that process. Yeah, I think this midterm evaluation will be very useful for the next stages, and that's actually one of the main purposes of that exercise. The midterm evaluation is to already give some indication on the types of improvements or adaptations that a next generation of instruments should factor in order to be more impactful, more responsive, more flexible, more strategic. So in that sense, yes, it will be useful. We actually, at ECDPM, building a lot of the findings, of the insights we gathered through that exercise, combined with our long-term, I would say, involvement in many of the issues covered by the NDICI, in terms of the programming, in terms of Team Europe, in terms of how the EU is addressing different themes. So this is really part of our bread and butter, I would say. And in particular, we are already starting to share some insights in the form of publications or policy dialogues to various policymakers in the EU, in Brussels in particular, as regards how the next generation of instruments in the next MFF, so the MFF is the long-term budget, EU budget, we are already actively engaged in feeding into the debate, making some recommendations, proposals on various aspects of the NDICI 2.0, as we call it.